There is a silent change that happens in our bodies somewhere around the age of 60. You might notice it when you try to open a tight jar and your grip just isn't what it used to be. Or perhaps you notice it in the evening, when you look down and see that your ankles are swollen and tight against your socks. We often accept these things as just getting old. We are told that losing muscle and dealing with stiff, aching joints is inevitable. But what if I told you that much of this weakness and discomfort isn't just about age? It is about fuel. The truth is, your body is hungry. It is starving for specific building blocks that it stopped producing efficiently years ago. The fitness industry wants you to believe you need expensive powders and pills to fix this. But the real solution is likely sitting in your local grocery store, on the bottom shelf, costing less than a cup of coffee. Today, we are going to walk through a complete guide to the specific foods that rebuild lost muscle, drain that heavy fluid from your legs, and cushion your painful joints. We aren't just making a list. We are building a new way of eating that keeps you independent, strong, and moving freely. The muscle reality, why we lose it. Before we put anything in the shopping cart, we need to understand what is happening inside your muscles right now. After the age of 50, a process called sarcopenia begins. This is just a medical word for muscle loss. But it doesn't happen because you are lazy. It happens because your body becomes resistant to protein. When you were 30, you could eat a sandwich and your body would instantly turn that protein into muscle tissue. Now that you are older, your body needs a stronger signal to do the same job. Think of it like a hearing aid. As we age, we sometimes need the volume turned up to hear the conversation. Your muscles are the same. They need a louder protein signal to start repairing themselves. If you are eating the same amount of food you ate 20 years ago, you might actually be underfueling your muscles without realizing it. This leads to weakness, fatigue, and that feeling of unsteadiness when you walk. The good news is that we can turn up the volume without spending a fortune. We don't need fancy steaks every night. We need foods that are dense in specific amino acids that trigger growth. We also need to talk about the timing of your meals, because when you eat is almost as important as what you eat. Many seniors skip breakfast or just have toast and coffee. This is a missed opportunity. Your body has been fasting all night, and your muscles are crying out for repair. By changing your morning meal just slightly, you can stop muscle loss in its tracks. Throughout this video, we are going to focus on foods that are soft to chew, easy to digest, and very gentle on your budget. You don't need to become a bodybuilder. You just need to be strong enough to carry your groceries, play with your grandchildren, and enjoy your day without getting tired by noon. The protein powerhouses on a budget. Let's start with the most affordable, high-quality protein you can buy. It is the humble egg. For years, people were scared of eggs because of cholesterol. But newer understanding shows us that for most healthy seniors, eggs are a superfood. Here is why they matter for your muscles. The yolk contains a nutrient called leucine. Leucine is like the ignition key for a car. You can have a full tank of gas, which is the protein, but if you don't turn the key, the car doesn't go. Leucine turns the key that starts muscle building. If you only eat egg whites, you are throwing away the ignition key. A dozen eggs usually costs just a few dollars. That means a serving of 3 eggs is one of the cheapest meals you can make. They are soft, so if you have dental issues, they are perfect. Try scrambling them with a little spinach in the morning. The vitamin C in the spinach helps your body absorb the iron in the eggs. It is a perfect partnership. Next, let's talk about a pantry staple that many people forget: canned fish. Specifically, tuna and sardines. I know, sardines can be a polarizing topic. You either love them or you hate them. But if you can learn to like them, they are a miracle for aging muscles. Sardines are packed with omega-3 fatty acids. Why does this matter for muscle? Because as we age, we have low-level inflammation in our bodies. This inflammation acts like rust on a car. It slowly eats away at your muscle tissue. Omega-3s scrub away that rust. They lower the inflammation so your muscles can stop fighting the damage and start growing again. Plus, sardines have soft bones that you eat, which gives you a massive boost of calcium for your skeleton. If you really can't stand sardines, canned tuna is a great runner-up. It doesn't have the same fat content, but it is pure, lean protein that is ready to eat the moment you pull the tab. Then we have Greek yogurt. Not the sugary kind with fruit on the bottom, but plain, thick Greek yogurt. This is different from regular yogurt because it is strained, meaning they take out the liquid whey. What is left is a concentrated protein cream. A single cup can have 15 to 20 grams of protein. That is as much as a small chicken breast, but no cooking is required. Greek yogurt is rich in something called casein. This is a slow-digesting protein. When you eat it, it releases amino acids into your blood slowly over several hours. This makes it the perfect evening snack. If you eat a small bowl of Greek yogurt an hour before bed, you are feeding your muscles a steady stream of repair material while you sleep. It effectively turns your sleep time into muscle-building time. The fluid problem, why we swell. Now let's shift gears. We have talked about strength, but what about comfort? One of the biggest complaints I hear from people over 60 is swelling. You wake up feeling fine, but by 4 p.m., your ankles look like they belong to someone else. Your shoes feel tight. Your rings won't come off. This is often caused by a fluid imbalance. Your body is holding on to water because it is trying to dilute the sodium, salt, in your system. We tend to eat a lot of salt in processed foods, bread, and soups. To fix this, we don't just need to cut salt, we need to add potassium. Potassium and sodium are like two sides of a seesaw. When potassium goes up, sodium, and the water it holds, goes down. The king of potassium isn't the banana, despite what you have heard. It is the avocado. A single avocado has twice the potassium of a banana. It also has healthy fats that keep your heart rhythm steady. I know avocados can be expensive depending on where you live. If they are out of budget, don't worry. Let's look at the white bean, navy beans, cannellini beans, or great northern beans. These little white beans are potassium bombs. A cup of cooked white beans has more potassium than almost any other food in the supermarket. When you eat them, they act like a natural diuretic. They tell your kidneys, it is okay to let this water go. You can buy them dry for pennies a pound. Soak them overnight to make them easier to digest. This is important to prevent gas. Cook them slowly until they are creamy. You can mash them into a soup or eat them as a side dish instead of rice. Within a few days of adding high-potassium beans to your diet, you might notice you are making more trips to the bathroom. That is a good sign. It means the excess fluid is leaving your legs and your lungs. Another surprising weapon against swelling is watermelon. We usually think of it as a summer treat, but it is medicine for swollen legs. It contains an amino acid called citrulline. Citrulline helps relax your blood vessels. When your blood vessels are relaxed and open, blood flows easily instead of pooling in your feet. It improves circulation naturally. And don't forget the rind. The white part of the watermelon, right near the green skin, actually has the highest concentration of that helpful nutrient. If you have a blender, you can blend a little bit of the white rind into a smoothie. It doesn't taste like much, but it works wonders for your circulation. The framework, rebuilding collagen. We have muscles, and we have fluid balance. Now we need to talk about the hinges of your body, your joints, your knees, hips, and shoulders. The cushion inside these joints is made largely of a protein called collagen. Think of collagen as the mortar between the bricks of your body. When we are young, we have plenty of mortar. Everything is tight and cushioned. As we hit 60, that mortar starts to crumble. The cartilage gets thin. Bone starts to rub on bone. That is the pain you feel when you climb stairs or get out of a chair. You cannot just eat collagen and expect it to stick to your knees. It is a little more complex than that, but you can give your body the raw materials it needs to patch the cracks. The absolute best source for this is bone broth. This is different from the regular stock you buy in a cardboard box. Bone broth is made by simmering bones, beef, chicken, or pork, for a very long time, sometimes 24 hours. This long cooking process melts the collagen out of the bones and turns it into gelatin. When you drink it, you are drinking liquid joint cushioning. It is very easy to make at home. Next time you roast a chicken or have a steak with a bone, don't throw the bones away. Put them in a slow cooker, cover them with water, add a splash of vinegar. This helps pull the minerals out, and let it cook on low for a day. Strain it, and drink a warm cup every morning. It is soothing, it settles the stomach, and it feeds your joints directly. But there is a catch. Your body cannot build collagen without a helper. That helper is vitamin C. You could drink gallons of bone broth, but without vitamin C, your body can't weave that collagen into healthy tissue. This is why we need to talk about berries and broccoli. We mentioned spinach earlier, but broccoli is even more powerful for vitamin C. A cup of raw or lightly steamed broccoli gives you a huge dose. Berries, strawberries, blueberries, raspberries are also packed with it. So, here is a powerful food combination for your joints. Have a cup of bone broth with your lunch, and have a side of berries or a broccoli salad. You are giving your body the bricks, the broth, and the workers, the vitamin C, to build the wall. The often ignored joint saviors. There is another food group that our grandparents ate, but we have largely stopped eating. That is organ meats. Liver, heart, and kidney. I know, for many of you, this might sound unappealing, but liver is nature's multivitamin. It is packed with vitamin A and specific B vitamins that support energy and joint health. If the taste of liver is too strong for you, there is a trick. You can buy chicken livers, which are very cheap, and freeze them. Then, when you are making a meatloaf, a chili, or a pasta sauce with ground beef, you can grate a small amount of frozen liver into the meat. The strong flavors of the sauce and the beef will completely hide the taste of the liver, but you will still get all the benefits. It is a secret way to supercharge your dinner. Another surprising helper for joints is skin on chicken. For decades, diet culture told us to strip the skin off our chicken to save calories. But chicken skin is loaded with collagen and glycine. Glycine is an amino acid that helps reduce inflammation and improve sleep. When you cook a chicken breast with the skin on, the meat stays moister, which makes it easier to chew and digest. And eating that skin provides the exact proteins your own skin and joints are made of. Of course, we don't want to eat deep-fried skin from a fast food bucket every day. But roasted chicken skin, cooked at home, is a health food for a senior body. Let's also mention gelatin. You might remember eating Jell-O as a kid. While the sugary boxed kind isn't great for us, plain gelatin powder is excellent. It is basically dried bone broth. You can add a spoonful of plain gelatin to your morning oatmeal or even your coffee. It dissolves and adds a protein boost that targets your joints specifically. It helps with hair and nail strength, too. If you have noticed your nails getting brittle or your hair thinning, gelatin can help reverse that. Putting it all together, a day of eating. We have covered a lot of foods. It might feel overwhelming, so let's simplify it. What does a day of eating look like when you're trying to build muscle, stop swelling, and soothe pain? Imagine this. You wake up. You have a glass of water to start your hydration. For breakfast, you scramble 2 or 3 eggs. Maybe you have a slice of whole wheat toast with a little mashed avocado on it. You have just checked the boxes for high-quality protein, choline, and potassium. For lunch, you want something light but strong. How about a mussel salad? You take a can of tuna or sardines. You mix it with some white beans that you pre-cooked. Add some chopped celery for crunch. Celery is also great for lowering blood pressure. Dress it with olive oil and lemon juice. The lemon juice gives you the vitamin C to help absorb the nutrients. This meal costs maybe $2, but it is packed with everything your body needs. In the afternoon, you feel a little hungry. Instead of a cookie, you have a cup of Greek yogurt with a handful of frozen berries. The cold yogurt is refreshing, and the casein protein will keep you full until dinner. For dinner, you have a piece of roasted chicken with the skin on. You have a side of steamed broccoli. and maybe a small sweet potato. Sweet potatoes are another secret source of potassium. This isn't a diet. It is just making smarter choices with the foods that are already in the aisle. It is about looking at food as fuel. When you eat this way, you aren't just filling your stomach. You are filling a prescription for health. There is one more thing to mention: water. None of these foods work if you are dehydrated. Our sense of thirst disappears as we get older. You might be dehydrated right now and not even feel thirsty, but your joints feel it. A dehydrated joint is a stiff joint. Make a habit of keeping a glass of water by your favorite chair. Every time a commercial comes on TV, take a sip. Small sips all day long. Your next step. We have talked about the power of the egg, the hidden magic of the sardine, the strength in the avocado, and the healing comfort of bone broth. It is a lot to take in, but you don't have to change everything overnight. The best way to start is to pick just one thing. Maybe this week, you just decide to switch your breakfast to eggs. Or maybe you decide to buy a bag of white beans and try a new soup recipe. Just one change can start a chain reaction in your body. When you start to feel a little less stiffness in the morning, or you notice your rings are fitting looser, that will be the motivation you need to add the next step. Remember, your body is incredibly resilient. It wants to be strong. It wants to heal. It has been waiting for you to give it the right tools. No matter if you are 60, 70, or 80, every meal is a chance to rebuild. I am curious to know, which of the foods we talked about today surprised you the most? Are you willing to give sardines a try, or are you going to start with the bone broth? Please leave a comment below and let me know. I read them, and I love hearing how you are taking charge of your health. If you found this guide helpful and you want more practical, gentle advice on living your best life after 60, please consider subscribing to the channel. We are building a community here that values strength and independence. Thank you for spending your time with me today, and I wish you good health and good eating until we meet again.